Slavery and the plantation economy in Grenada, a legacy of colonial exploitation. The island of Grenada, now known for its vibrant culture and scenic landscapes, has a deeply rooted history shaped by colonialism, slavery, and plantation agriculture. During the 17th to 19th centuries, Grenada's economy revolved around plantations especially. Chagand was sustained by the forced labor of enslaved Africans. This period left an indelible mark on the island's demographics, economy, and cultural identity. The rise of the plantation system. After Grenada was colonized by the French in 1650, the settlers quickly recognized the island's rich volcanic soil and tropical climate as ideal for cash crops, particularly following the model already used in other Caribbean colonies. The French established large plantations and began importing enslaved Africans to work the land. When the British took control of Grenada in 1763, they expanded the plantation system further. Sugar production intensified, and Grenada became part of the transatlantic slave trade, where enslaved people were forcibly transported from West Africa under brutal conditions to the Americas and Caribbean. Life under slavery. The enslaved African population in Grenada endured harsh and dehumanizing conditions. They were often forced to work from sunrise to sunset in hot and dangerous environments, with minimal rest or sustenance. Discipline was enforced through violent punishments, and family structures were routinely broken by sales and transfers of enslaved individuals. Despite these oppressive conditions, enslaved Africans in Grenada preserved elements of their languages, religious practices, music, and oral traditions, which would later become core parts of Grenadian culture. Acts of resistance including work slowdowns, sabotage, and occasional revolts were also common, reflecting a continuous struggle for dignity and autonomy. Emancipation and its aftermath. Slavery in Grenada officially ended with the British Emancipation Act of 1834, which introduced a period of apprenticeship before full freedom was granted in 1838. However, emancipation did not bring immediate social or economic equality. Freedmen often had limited access to land, resources, or fair employment, and the plantation economy remained in the hands of European landowners. Some former enslaved people eventually established small farming communities, contributing to the development of a more diversified rural economy. Yet the social and racial inequalities established during slavery persisted for generations. Long-term impact on Grenadian society today. The legacy of slavery continues to influence Grenada in various ways. Demographics. The vast majority of Grenadians are of African descent, a direct result of the transatlantic slave trade. Culture. Grenadian culture is rich with African influences, seen in music, dance, cuisine, and religious traditions, memory and identity. The story of slavery is an essential part of the national narrative. Historical landmarks, such as old plantation houses and forts built with slave labor, remain visible, reminders of this past. In recent years, Grenadian many Caribbean nations has participated in the Caribbean community movement calling for reparatory justice from former colonial powers for the enduring harm caused by slavery and colonial exploitation. The era of slavery and plantation agriculture profoundly shaped Grenada's historical trajectory. While it brought immense wealth to European colonizers, it came at the cost of untold suffering and exploitation for enslaved Africans. Understanding this history is vital to appreciating the resilience, culture, and identity of modern Grenada.